Okay.
All right, so we're going to quickly look at the frame drums. One of the most popular ones are the Native American style drums. This is the traditional Native American drum, cowskin hide, hand-painted, traditional design. They all come with a beater. These ones are cowskin. We also have, on the top shelf, we have a buffalo skin model, which is dark brown. Up on the top shelf as well, these are all Native American style drums. On the top shelf, basically, we have a natural cowskin painted one, and we have a couple of the remo synthetic ones. The remo synthetic ones are called buffalo drums. They have a great sound, and when you compare them to a traditional cowskin one, synthetic skin is really great because it does not absorb any moisture. So you can play it out in the cold, damp weather. You can play it when it's really hot, and it's always going to have the same pitch. It's always going to have a nice low sound. Whereas the cowskin is going to absorb a lot of moisture and go very flat when it's damp. And alternatively, if it's too hot, the pitch will go very high. So this is quite dry at the moment. It's quite dry in here, so that is why this drum is a little bit higher than I'd normally have it. So if we take this outside when it's a little bit damper, this would be a little bit lower. So that's the Native American style drums, also known as the shaman drum. Next we have the ocean drum from India. The ocean drum is used to create these type of ocean effects. You can also play it as a drum. You can also play it with a stick. So we have the Indian varieties, and we also have the synthetic varieties from rainbow, such as this model here. We also, in the children's area, have a painted one which has fish in it.
Come on in, play any of the instruments. It's okay, no, go right ahead.
This is the Middle Eastern, the classic Middle Eastern frame drum. It's got many names: the tar, the def, the dof. There's quite a few different models, but we basically call this a tar, would be a good name for it. There's a few different ways of playing it. We have quite a few different models. We've got a few hanging on the wall. This is one of the synthetic skin ones. This is the remo one. The most classic tradition for playing is upright position. So it's balanced with one hand underneath, and your other hand is acting as a pivot on the side. You can also play these, what's called lap style, where it rests on your lap. You can also play them Tunisian or Moroccan style, between your So, the three possible ways of playing the frame drum. They can also be played just with a beater, like the Native American style drums. It's all up to the individual. So, the tar. Here we have the classic Egyptian tambourine. It's called the ruuk. The ruuk is a very unique style of playing where you're actually playing on the jingles. It's the only tambourine where you actually do this. It's normally held on the bottom, playing the bass and tones with your other hand. So you don't need to be able to play it well. It's just called the ruuk though. It has, it's tunable. So this is a goat skin model. We have two other models which have synthetic skin. The ruuk, that's from Egypt.
And what makes it different from a tambourine?
What's that?
What makes it different from a tambourine?
It's that you actually play on the jingles.
Right.
That's one thing that's unique only to the ruuk. You play it on the jingles. Next in the frame drum family, we have the pandeiro from Brazil. The Brazilians developed a very unique way of playing tambourine. It's got jingles all the way around, except for the holding position. So you're holding it here. You can use one of your fingers, normally your middle finger resting on the skin. Then you're playing with your thumb the tips of your fingers and the heel of your hand. So this is the pandero. It's got very tight jingles. It's not really an instrument that's played like this because there's only a very small motion in the jingles, but it gives you a very tight sound. And in the Brazilian samba style, you do not need a lot of that jingling sound. There's so many other instruments making so much noise. With this instrument, they want a very tight, controllable sound. So that is the pandero.